Brown skin girl, your skin just like pearls. The best thing in the world. I wouldn't trade you for anybody else, yeah. Hey, brown skin girl. Well, I want to say thank you to everybody who was able to come out and watch this show. I'm so grateful that you are tuning in from all places of the world, and I'm grateful. I heard that there's Atlanta in the house, there's Virginia, there's Pennsylvania, there's North Carolina, there's LA, there's Texas, there's women even international, and I thank you so much for clicking on that link, registering for this show. This is my dedication to the brown skinned girls who look like me, or maybe you have a darker hue that's rooted in deep, beautiful blueberry chocolate, or maybe it's lighter than me in caramel or a vanilla chai. Whomever you are, if you identify as a brown skinned girl, I want you to know that I see you. I see you and I hear you, and I know what it feels like to be unseen. I know what it feels like to be unheard. And so I decided to write about it. After the death of my mother, my magic lay dormant for a few months. And one day I was having this moment where I was grieving and crying of what's next for me. Because when those griots and those ancestors transition and we are left alone here on this earth without them physically, we start wondering, how do we carry on their legacy? And that was my question. How do I carry on my mother's legacy? And crying in that moment, I had this vision of my grandmother and my mother, both who have transitioned, spiritually there, laying hands on me, encouraging me. And a great friend of mine, Dr. Brooke Vick, shared a quote with me that says, when you are alone and there's no one in the room that looks like you, remember that there's a whole host of ancestors who are there with you. And in that moment, when my mom and my grandmother were spiritually there praying for me, I decided to no longer let my magic be inactive, but to activate it or reactivate it. I always knew that I was magical, but I had moments where I didn't always feel that way. And as I got older, I realized that there were systems in place to keep me from being magical. And I decided that in the midst of those systems that I was going to activate my magic. I decided that when the world would tell me no, that I would write my own and say yes. I decided that when the world said I was not good enough, I would tell myself that I was good enough. And then I had the audacity to then have a daughter and some black boys and then tell them the same thing. And I have mentees all over the world, and I remind them that you are enough and believe the hype. You're extraordinary. And so I hope that tonight when you watch magic, you're able to see yourself in one or two or three of the characters, and that you walk away feeling empowered. And that you question when they say no. And that you face the world strong and remember to put on your crown. We see you. You are loved. You are supported. And even when you're in the room alone, you're never alone. Brown-skinned girls, thank you for being bold and brave. And magic doesn't mean that we're perfect. It means that we have hope. It means that we've attached our magic to faith, something stronger and bigger than us. And to those who are not brown-skinned girls who stand in solidarity with us, thank you. Thank you for amplifying our voices in the room. We don't need you to be saviors, but we need you to be allies. Thank you for remembering that we are in the room. Thank you for remembering how magical we are and our ideas and our hair and just the essence and the things that we bring. Thank you for standing in solidarity with us. I love you too. So enjoy this show. Let it speak to your heart. And then come back and watch it again every night. Have a great evening. Enjoy